Homeland Security Secretary John Kelly says a military strike from North Korea is unlikely for now, but there could be a cyber attack. The cybersecurity expert David Kennedy on how likely that is. David, you know, ironically, of course, there's speculation that America perhaps had some cyber intervention with that attempted missile launch yesterday. We know that this is the warfare rather of the future. What are North Korea's capabilities?
Well, you know, North Korea actually has a very limited internet presence, but as far as our actual military capabilities go, cyber is one of those top ones that we look for in order to try to impact a hostile nation or hostile adversary in a way that may set them back in certain times. So it's absolutely possible to impact, a missile program. It's absolutely possible to set things back. We've actually seen this happen before in the past with Iran, where we actually hacked into their nuclear centrifuges and put their nuclear program back several years. So it's definitely something we have the capabilities of doing, and something that we definitely have on the table when it comes to North Korea.
I know it's speculation, but a lot of people believe we did something to that degree yesterday. Is that possible? Is that a distinct possibility?
Well, it's definitely possible. Whether or not it happened or not, the government's, and rightfully so, keeping a tight lip on what actually happened with that specific one. They don't want to let North Korea know that we may have access to their infrastructure, or they may be leaking some of this information out to make North Korea super paranoid and start to tear apart their systems. There's a lot of different components that go into cyber warfare and go into what we're actually doing and what our capabilities are. But if I were in the United States military and the government and cyber command, some of the big things that I'd be focusing on is ensuring that I had a strong foothold into their environment as well as every aspect of their military.
Because so few people there are on the Internet, does that mean that the Internet in of itself doesn't have the sort of exposure that it has in America? We know that our Internet system is so widespread, has such a footprint, that our electric grid is a potential target, our banks are a potential target. Do we have that same ability to shut down North Korea because so few people are on the Internet there?
We do. Less of a footprint, yes. But with Stuxnet, it was actually physical access that gave us access to the nuclear program for Iran. It was a USB drive that ended up compromising the Iranian program. So we have multiple capabilities, what we call HUMINT, people that are on the ground that are actively collecting intelligence, or maybe spies inside of the country that can place certain code in certain systems and then give access to the United States. There's multiple ranges of capabilities that we have from a global perspective on intelligence gathering, as well as what we can conduct military-wise. And we actually have a whole group dedicated to just cyber operations, which are a direct extension of our military group called Cyber Command, that we can use to actually launch those offensives on. You
know, David, with actual bombs and missiles flying these days, we don't hear a lot about the cyber threat. Is that a mistake? Should we continue to focus on the idea that perhaps the next major battleground in the world will be on the super information highway and not in the skies?
It's 100% the case. I mean, we're already seeing it today. I mean, we saw with all the DNC hacking and what's been happening in the news lately. There was just a dump recently as of Friday where a group called the Shadow Brokers, which is allegedly Russia, leaked a significant amount of hacking tools from the Equation Group, which was, is alleged the NSA. And so we're actually seeing a lot of this already happening and transpiring right now. It's 100% going to be the wave of the future, and it's no longer who has the best, carrier ships or the best missile guidance systems or who has the best military. It's really who has the best cyber capabilities and how you can disrupt your adversary so they can't conduct operations anymore. So it's definitely the wave of the future and what we're seeing today.
It's frightening stuff. David Kennedy, thank you very much. Really appreciate it.